Morning students, how are you? Is everybody happy? Happy as well as safe at your homes? Dear students, myself SP sir from Shubhraj Singh Student Academy. Students, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. Today that is on 23rd September 2020. Dear students, today in our 11th economics lecture, my dear students, as you know that in the last lecture I had started new chapter, that is producers behavior and supply. Over here we have to study about the concept of the production function. Producers behavior and supply, it is your unit which I had started in the next lecture. So the topic already started in the last lecture. The introduction was given to you. The topic was production function and return to a factor. Production function and return to a factor. Dear students, our third unit, or we can say that third chapter, its name is producers behavior and supply. The part 1 introduction I had covered in the last video lecture. Today's video lecture is part 2, that is the continuation of the same topic which I have written over here, production function and return to a factor. Dear students, in this topic today, first we are going to discuss the concept of production function, short run and long run. Concept of production function, short run and long run. This we are going to discuss today. So, dear students, our chapter or unit number 3, let me write over here, chapter number 3. What is that? Producer behavior and supply. This I had started in the last lecture. Even this topic was also introduced, that is that production function and the return to a factor. It was also introduced in the last video lecture. Today, under the same heading, that is production function and return to a factor, we are going to discuss the concept of production function, short run and long run. Dear students, production function, it is a relationship between physical input and physical output, which is known as production function. This meaning, which is given by engineers, means what we learn as production function, it is not given by economics, given by engineers. How come? Let's discuss it. As a producer, you assume yourself as producer, you are a producer. So, to produce any goods and services, we need different factors of production, like land, labor, capital and enterprise. So, the producer needs these factors of production. Means output needs input. Production means what? Output. So output need input. Without input, there will not be output. So that's why I am saying output needs inputs like land, labor and capital are the common inputs for the production of goods and services. As a producer, either you or me, we would like to know that how many labors are required, how much capital is required, yes or no, that what should be the area of land which is required, yes or no. So as a producer, you would like to know always about these things, yes or no. But after organizing all the factors of production, it is the engineer itself or the technical expert will tell us that if you want output of these many units, if you want output of these many units, say for example, if you want the output of 50 inputs, then you should have the input of land, labor, capital in these many units. Say for example, 10, 20, 30 like this input in units, and then you will have the output of 50 units. So it is technical. So this technical concept, what we called the production function, the concept of production function which I am talking about, it is technical in nature. It is nothing but the relationship between input and output. It is a relationship between input and output, because for output we need input of factors of production. So that's why at the beginning I told you that it is a relationship between physical input, that is 10 units of capital and 5 units of labor, and physical output, like in my example I told you that 50 units, or you may say that 100 units of the commodity, which is known as production function. Production function thus studies the functional relationship between physical inputs and physical output of the commodity. Production function studies the relationship, the physical relationship between physical inputs and physical outputs. So in short, I told you that the production function is nothing but it is a relationship between input and output. So in this you add a word that physical input and physical output. That technical experts or the engineers will tell us that these many inputs physically are required to get these many units of output, physically units of output. So that's why the concept of that production function is technical in nature, and we say that it is the relationship between input and output, because for output we need input. Dear students, in other words, it is the technological relationship between relation between firm's production, that is output, and material factor of production, that is input. It is relationship between the firm's production, that is output, and the material factor, that is input. Usually it is expressed in the terms of following equations, that Qx equal to F. Qx, let me rub this first. Equations, it is expressed in the equations, that production function is expressed in this equation. So that equation I am going to write on the board, but first let me rub out this, let me clean the board, then you will be able to see the proper equation. It will be more visible for you, and it will help you to understand. So equation is like that: Qx, production function, and the equation for that, Qx is equal to function of L and K, function of L, K, it is comma. Dear students, this equation is framed over here. It is expressed in terms of following equations as I have written. Qx is physical output. Qx, this one, Qx it is a physical output which is required, physical output required. Function of L, that is physical, the number of labors, that is L, number of labors required. It is physical input of labor, or the units of labor, or we can write the unit of labor. And K is nothing but capital, that physical input of capital, physical input of capital. Over here also we can write that physical input of labor, physical input of L, that is labor. So our equation is framed, that is a production function, this equation, that Qx equal to function of, in bracket, Lk. So what is Qx is a physical output, or we can say that output is equal to L, that is a physical input of labor required, or unit of labor. It is or unit of labor. K, that is a physical input of capital required. Dear students, so like this we are covering today the production function. In other words, the production function is purely a technical relation which connects factor inputs and factor outputs. Dear student, as again and again I am telling you, I am reminding you that this is a technical concept. What technical that concept? Production function is a technical concept because it is engineer. Again, I am taking one example. Suppose I am producer. So I want to produce certain commodity, goods and services. So I will think about the factors of production required. So who will tell me? Who is going to tell me that factors of production, that is input you need in these many units for getting the output of these many units? Means that technical expert will tell me that if you want to produce 100 units of so and so commodities, you will need the 10 units of inputs. At the beginning itself I told you that production function, it is relationship between output and input. Or we can say that input and output. Why so? Because if we want output, that is production, so we need input. Without input, we cannot have output or production. So what is that input? That input is nothing but factors of production. Land, labor, capital, these are the factors of production. These are called input. So we will have input, then only we will have output. Yes or no? So as a producer, I will think about what? First of all, I will think that I have to produce 100 units of so and so commodity. So I will consult, I will contact an engineer or a technical expert. Now that technical expert or that engineer will tell me that, sir, you will need 5 units of this factor, 10 units of this factor, and say 20 units of this factor of production for getting 100 units of this commodity. So that's why I am saying that it is a technical relation between input and output. So in short, what is conclusion of today's discussion? That production function, once again, attend here please everybody. What is conclusion? Production function, what we are discussing today. Today we are discussing production function. So if the question is asked like this, what is production function? So you have to answer, production function is technical relationship between input and output. Its equation is Qx equal to function of Lk. Qx, that is physical output, L physical input of labor, or we can say that unit of labor required, K physical input of capital or the units of capital required. My dear students, so it is important to note that production function does not estimate any economic relationship between input and output. Yes or no? It is only establishes a technical relationship between inputs and output. The engineers or the technical experts tell us about this relationship between input and output. So in this lecture today, the topic which I have started, that is production function and return to a factor. Today we discuss production function. Dear students, today I would like to stop over here. I am sure that the first concept of this chapter you have already understood, that is what is production function. Got it? No doubt? If any doubt, you may write it into comment box. And my dear students, don't forget to like, share and comment. One more thing, whenever you watch my videos, you will watch complete. Yes, complete video you will have to watch, otherwise you will not be able to understand. Okay, so once again, thank you very much for kind cooperation. That's all for the day. Enjoy yourself.